Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to continue with the topic of foreign exchange rate. In this, we are going to be discussing the demand for foreign exchange. The question is, why is it that we need foreign exchange? Under what circumstances does the economy or the country needs foreign exchange? The demand for foreign exchange is always there, children, when you're importing goods and services. When the country is importing goods and services, it has to make payments in dollars. When it has to make payments in foreign currency or in dollars, it needs foreign currency. Demand hai foreign currency ki. Second, tourism. When you have to travel abroad, see, we all travel abroad. You guys go out for holidays. Whenever you go out for holidays, whichever country you're going, you have to buy the currency of that country before you leave the country. It's much better. Or else you have to go across that country and buy it. You can't pay in rupees when you're going to London. So, whenever there is tourism, there is demand for foreign currency. Unilateral transfers sent abroad. Whenever you're sending gifts, whenever you're sending, any sort of unilateral transfer, any sort of remittances, when you're sending to any other country, right? जब तुम पैसे भेज रहे हो, let's say relief fund हो गया या कुछ भी के लिए भेज रहे हो, you need foreign currency. Again, when you want to purchase assets in a foreign country, you want to buy some, you want to buy a house, you want to buy shares, bonds, or anything, any sort of an asset, or you want to make a foreign investment abroad, you need foreign currency. Speculation, many a times, you know what is speculation? It is trying to, buy and sell for a small profit in a small period of time. So whenever people feel that the foreign currency rates are going up, dollar rates are going up, and they want to buy it and keep it now, the demand for foreign currency will increase. Children, I have already mentioned to you that there is a demand for dollars or foreign currency, under certain circumstances, right? Like I told you, when there are imports, when there is tourism, etc. Now I'm giving you a typical question, which is a board question, wherein they've asked you in an applied form, why is there a rise in demand for foreign currency when the foreign exchange rate falls? We all know there is an inverse relationship between the demand for a commodity and its price. मैंने पहले भी कहा था, foreign currency को एक commodity मान लो और उसके rate को तुम price मान लो. So obviously whenever the price of the foreign currency, मान लो डॉलर का रेट कम हो गया, 74 से 70 रुपीस हो गया, डॉलर की डिमांड बढ़ जाएगी. डॉलर की डिमांड क्यों बढ़ेगी? One, people will start importing more because imports will become cheaper. Second, obviously people will start traveling abroad. There will be a lot of tourism abroad. जब डॉलर कम हो गया, तुम्हें शॉपिंग के लिए और पैसे मिल जाएंगे. So obviously there will be more tourism. Another reason is people will start gaining from speculative activities. अगर डॉलर आज 74 का और 70 हो गया और तुमने खरीद लिए और आने वाले महीने में अगर 70 से 76 हो गया, you have gained in it. So at the moment the demand for dollars has increased. Again, another reason is you will start making a lot of investments abroad. So the logic is very simple, children. Whenever the foreign exchange rate falls, can you see the diagram there? You have the foreign exchange rate here, you have the demand for foreign currency here. Whenever the foreign exchange rate falls, let's say 70 to 65, what will happen to the demand for foreign currency? It will increase. I've given you the reasons. One, imports become cheaper, tourism is encouraged, speculation is encouraged, you wish to buy, assets abroad, and so on. So this is another very typical question of the boards. Just like demand, we'll also discuss the supply for foreign currency. When is there a supply for foreign currency or foreign exchange? One, when there are exports of goods and services. कैसे? अगर मान लो हमने export किया, obviously when we are exporting to a country like US, that guy is not going to pay us in rupees directly. He is going to pay in dollars. So dollars is coming into our country. Of course, into your account it is going to be converted into rupees. But then the supply of dollars will increase whenever there are exports. Second, foreign investment into the country, FDI. Now during this COVID-19 situation, PM Modi has also encouraged the foreign investors to come and invest in our country. He says that there may be 100% investment. So whenever there is 100% investment, what is going to happen to the supply of foreign currency into a country? It's going to increase. Remittances, you may get unilateral transfers from abroad. If there is a natural calamity, if there is any sort of problem in the country, and if you are getting any sort of transfers from abroad, they all come in foreign currency. Speculation, whenever there is speculation for a momentary gain, you want to speculate on the foreign currency, then probably the supply of foreign currency also will increase. Looking here, a similar question, why does the supply of foreign currency rise with a rise in foreign exchange rate? We have studied the chapter supply in class 11 and demand also. तो हमने यही समझा था कि जब प्राइस बढ़ता है तो सप्लाई भी बढ़ेगी. So similarly, when the price of the foreign exchange increases, let us say the dollars increase from 70 to 74, obviously the exporters in India will want to export more. The moment they export more, what happens to the foreign exchange? The supply of foreign exchange coming into the country will increase. Similarly, when the price of dollar has increased, lot of foreigners will want to come to our country, because foreigners जब आ रहे थे वो $1 देते थे तो 70 रुपीस मिलता था. अब $1 दे रहे हैं तो उन्हें 74 रुपीस मिल रहा है. तो obviously they can do lot of shopping in India, they can do lot of purchasing in India, and therefore tourism into the country will increase because their currency value has increased. Similarly, there will be a lot of speculation also to make small gains. The supply of foreign currency will increase. If you look at the diagram here below, it's very clear here. When the price of foreign exchange increases from 70 to 74, the quantity supplied of the foreign currency also will increase. Coming to a very typical 4 marks question of the boards, right? How is foreign exchange rate determined? Children, I always recommend my children, if they remember chapter 11 of microeconomics, price determination, right? In that we had this. Right? We had the intersection of demand and supply at a point called E, equilibrium. All of us know as the foreign exchange rate would fall, the demand for foreign currency will increase. As the foreign exchange rate increases, the supply for foreign currency also will increase according to the law of supply. The point where the demand and supply intersect is called the foreign exchange rate. So at this rate OR, I am ready to supply OQ quantity of foreign currency because there is a demand of OQ amount of foreign currency, right? Maybe let's say ये 70 रुपये है, 70 rupees है, so it means $1 is equal to 70. Buyers are ready to buy at 70 and sellers are ready to sell at 70. Children, if you look at this particular table, it is very comfortably made for you people, right? At a glance, it will give you two things. Now, what is this? You just have to understand it a little carefully, but it's very, very helpful. Now, there are some changes which you can observe in the exchange rate. Let's presume the first case, when there is an increase in demand for foreign currency. Let's say too many Indians are going abroad to travel. Let's say too much of imports into the country. Let's say a lot of foreign direct investment made from India abroad, right? In some reason, say there is an increase in demand. You all know whenever there is an increase in demand, which side will the demand curve shift? Rightward. I'll show you all this in a diagram. Rightward. Whenever there is an increase in demand, which situation does it lead to? It leads to the situation of excess demand. Can you see this? Yeah. It leads to the situation of excess demand. Whenever there is excess demand, there is a rightward shift of, excess demand is due to the rightward shift of the demand curve. Can you see the original demand curve DD? Can you see the original supply curve SS? Can you see the equilibrium E? Now what has happened? The demand has increased. So the demand curve has shifted to D dash, which you can see as a dotted line. When the demand curve has shifted, obviously it is a situation of excess demand. There is a lot of competition amongst the buyers. They are ready to pay a higher rate for the dollar or the foreign currency, because of which the foreign exchange rate is pushed up. 70 rupees से डॉलर का रेट हो गया 74. ये नया इक्विलिब्रियम बन गया E1. I hope you are very, very clear. So I repeat for you. D D is the demand curve, SS is the supply curve. ये आपका equilibrium आ गया. Demand has increased due to XYZ reasons. D dash आ गया आपका demand curve. This is the new equilibrium. E dash, dollar rate has increased from 70 to 74. Obviously, why it has increased? Because people are ready to pay more for the dollar. So, yeah. Now, when the dollar rate has increased from 70 to 74, value of dollar तो बढ़ गई, but what has happened to the value of the home currency? It is depreciation. So, with an increase in demand, currency depreciation takes place. I repeat, with an increase in demand, currency depreciation takes place. Coming to the next one, let's say there's an increase in supply of foreign currency. Here, I'm showing. Children, I'm doing the left side only. You will do the right side by yourself. Only left side I'm doing mine. I'm explaining it to you. The right side, you will understand it by yourself because it's just the opposite. Now, let us say there is increase in supply. When this happens, that is when there is an increase in supply, what happens? All of you know. Supply increases, why children? When there's a lot of export from our country, right? When there's a lot of foreign direct investment from abroad. Now, whenever there's an increase in supply, the supply curve will shift to the right, and there is a situation of excess supply. I shall show it to you with the help of a diagram. Can you see on the left hand side the diagram? Yeah, there is a situation of excess supply. When you see the situation of excess supply, you can see that supply curve, right? There was a dollar which was 70, now the dollar has become 65. This is a new equilibrium. ये नया equilibrium बन गया E1 और ये पुराना था, right? ये पुराना equilibrium था. So you have the new equilibrium E1. The dollar rate was earlier, let us assume 70 rupees. अब वो हो गया 64 rupees, right? When the dollar's value decreases, children, what has happened to our country? The value of your home currency has increased. तो हमारी currency में there is currency appreciation. When there is currency appreciation, the imports into the country will increase. The imports will increase. Why? Because now that the dollar has become cheaper. So children, whenever there is increased supply, there is currency appreciation, and whenever there is increase in demand, there is currency depreciation. Now for your convenience, I am showing this to you in detail. You are going to look at it. You will understand this by yourself. मैंने एक बहुत अच्छे से समझा दिया, increase in demand and increase in supply. Decrease in demand and decrease in supply क्या होगा, यहाँ आपके पास पड़ा हुआ है. Now you will go through it. Ask me if you have any doubts. Here, I'm moving this a little slowly for you so that you can read it very carefully, right? So that children, this part is very important because you get application questions telling you that what happens to the foreign exchange rate when the government has allowed foreign direct investment. When the government has allowed foreign direct investment, it means the supply of dollars into the country is increased. When the supply for dollars into the currency increases, you should be able to draw the diagram and draw the diagram, make the equilibrium, make the new equilibrium and get the position very, very clear. Here. This is all for you children. Children, we come to an end of the chapter. The book has many and many application questions behind. I expect you to read all this, make your own notes and ask me if you have any doubts.